Hello everyone. So today we are going to discuss about the magnetic flow measurement. Okay. Now, what is flow measurement? Okay. So flow measurement is the quantification of a bulk fluid movement. Okay. Flow measurement can be done in varieties of ways. It accumulates a fixed volume of liquid and then count the number of times the volume is filled to measure the flow. Okay, so this is the meaning of flow measurement. Okay, now we are going to discuss about the electromagnetic flow meter. So what is electromagnetic flow meter? Electromagnetic flow meter is a volumetric flow meter which doesn't have any moving parts, and it is ideal for wastewater applications or any dirty liquid which is conductive or water based. That means the magnetic flow measurement can only be done to the conductive liquids. Okay, now we are going to discuss about the working principle. Okay, as it is electromagnetic flow measurement or electromagnetic flow meter, so definitely the working principle of this flow meter is the Faraday's law of electromagnetic induction. Okay, so working principle working principle the operation of electromagnetic flow meter is based upon Faraday's law is based upon Faraday's law, which states that the voltage induced across a conductor as it moves right angle as it moves right angles through the magnetic field is proportional to the velocity of the conductor. Field is proportional to the velocity of that conductor. Okay, so what is the statement of Faraday's law, and this is the working principle of the magnetic or electromagnetic flow meter. The voltage induced across a conductor as it moves right angle through the magnetic field is proportional to the velocity of that conductor. Here conductor is nothing but the fluid which is flowing. Okay, now so according to Faraday's law, Faraday's law, E is proportional to V into B into D, or we can write like this: E is proportional to V dot B dot D. Now where E is the voltage generated in the conductor or fluid, E is the voltage generated in the conductor. Voltage generated in the conductor. What is V? V is the viscosity of the conductor, that means the fluid. Viscosity of the conductor. Okay. Now B is the magnetic field strength. B is the magnetic field strength, and D is the length of the conductor. Length of the conductor. Okay. So if we are going to compare this parameter with the magnetic with the flow of fluid or liquid, then E is the generated voltage in the conductor, that means the voltage generated in the fluid. Then V is the viscosity of that fluid or the conductor. B is the magnetic field strength, and D is the length of the conductor, or we can say that the length of the pipeline through which the fluid is flow. Okay. Now, so from this we can also comment that electromagnetic flow meter use Faraday's law of electromagnetic induction to determine the flow of liquid in a pipe. So electromagnetic flow meter used Faraday's law of electromagnetic induction to determine the flow of liquid in a pipe. The flow of liquid in a pipe. Okay. Second point, in a magnetic flow meter, a magnetic field is generated in a magnetic flow meter. Magnetic field is generated. Magnetic field is generated and channeled into liquid following through the pipe, and channeled into liquid following through the pipe. Okay. Also, we also can comment that following Faraday's law, flow of a conducting liquid following Faraday's law, flow of a conductive liquid through the magnetic field will cause a voltage signal to be sensed by electrode electrodes located on the flow tube walls. Electrodes located on the flow tube walls, or simply we can say that within the walls of the pipeline where in which the liquid is following through. Now the circuit diagram of magnetic flow meter. So this is the north and south pole of the magnet. These two are representing the electrodes. Okay, so this is the magnet. This is the plastic tube. So within this the fluid is flowing through, and we are considering the mercury. Mercury as the liquid which is following. Now within these two the voltage E is generated, okay, and these two are the electrodes. Okay. So this is the basic diagram of or circuit diagram of a magnetic flow meter, which having the magnet. This is having the two poles north and south. This is the plastic tube. Within this the fluid is following through, and these are the two electrodes, okay, where the EMF is induced according to the Faraday's law of electromagnetic induction. Okay. Now the most commonly used electrode materials are, so this is the circuit diagram. Okay. Now the most commonly used electrodes are stainless steel grades. So most commonly used electrodes are stainless steel grade, then chromium nickel alloy, then platinum, then titanium, so these are the electrode materials which are used in the electrodes or used as a electrode in electromagnetic flow meter. Okay, now what are the benefits of magnetic flow meter or electromagnetic flow meter? Benefits of electromagnetic flow meter. Benefits of electromagnetic flow meter. First point, power use is relatively low. Power uses is relatively low. In some model of flow meter power requirement is 15 watt. Okay, so this is the benefits of electromagnetic flow meter. First thing is the power usage is relatively low. Second thing, a relatively small amount of electrode material or metal, relatively small amount of electrode material, electrode metal is required for electromagnetic flow meter. Third point is they are mechanically obstructionless. They are mechanically obstructionless because there is no moving part, so it is mechanically obstructionless. And fourth point is they can usually measure multidirectional flow either upstream or downstream. They can usually measure multidirectional flow either upstream or downstream. Okay, so these are the benefits of the electromagnetic flow meter. Now what are the advantages? Advantages of electromagnetic flow meter. First thing is no moving part. No moving parts. Second point is very wide rangeability. That means it can use to measure in wide range of flow. Okay, so and it is ideal for salaries, that is the waste part of the anything or any material. Likewise in a coal washery when we are going to wash the coal, the impurity particles with the coals which is following which is dump out in a salary pond. So this is known as the salaries of that particular material. Okay, so then fourth point is unobstructed flow path. Unobstructed flow path. Okay, then fifth point is no pressure drop. Pressure drop. Sixth point is flow rate which is independent of viscosity, then temperature and density. Temperature and density of the fluid. Okay, next point is measure dirty liquids with solids. Measure dirty liquids with solids. Last point is it's having the linear output. Okay, it's having the linear output. So these are the advantages of magnetic flow measurement or magnetic electromagnetic flow meter. Now what are the disadvantages? Disadvantages: it having physical pressure and temperature limit. Physical pressure and temperature limit. Next disadvantage is it will only applicable or it will only use to measure the conductive fluids. Only used to measure conductive fluids. Okay, so these are the disadvantages of electromagnetic flow meter. So that's all about the magnetic flow measurement. Okay, thank you.